Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. If you've been watching some of our videos, we appreciate you stopping in again and watching some more. I'm feeding cows in Oklahoma right now, and I'm putting out some more hay, so getting some of the chores done, and hopefully it'll warm up today and get rid of some of this snow and this cold temperatures. Stay with us. Sometime in the night, the wind died down, which is really good. It was blowing pretty good yesterday. It was kind of made it miserable. This morning, it's not so bad. Trying to keep a knife sharp putting this hay out is really difficult at times. I carry this Lansky sharpener in the door panel of my pickup, and it works really good. It has different angles. There's 17, 20, 25, and 30. And the Lansky makes a sharpening kit that I use, and I've used for years since I've bow hunted, and I sharpen my blades in my fixed broadheads, and I've used the same sharpening system from Lansky. I don't use this. I use the one that it has angles, and you set it up and you put your blade in the holder, and you set it up on these angles and sharpen them that way. But it works really good. So this one, instead of carrying that kit, sharpening kit, in my pickup, I carry this one in my door pocket, and whenever I need to tune this knife up, I just give it a few strokes and it's ready to go. But cutting net wrap off of bales, well, about every 3 bales you got to tune it up, so it's really hard on them, keeping a knife sharp. We like to pick this net wrap up when we put the bales out. If you leave it on there, it makes a really big mess in the pastures. I get done putting this hay out, we'll go down and check our pond on the south end of this farm. I've got the cows and the calves separated on 2 different parts of it. The calves are on the north end, and I've weaned them about, I don't know, 45 days ago probably. And we do, on this farm, we do what we call fence line weaning, which allows us to keep the calf close to their mother while they're being weaned. It helps them, you know, not be so stressed. They feel like they're still with their mother, but they can't reach through and still suck. So they're being weaned real slow and easy, and it works really good down here. But the last 4 or 5 years I've done it, they've been kind of hard on the fence that separates the 2 of them. So after sharpening my knife, it's made a heck of a difference here, getting this net wrap off. Worst thing about putting hay out in the winter is if you get ice and snow, whether you use strings or you use net wrap, it is much more difficult to get it off. Which wintertime chores are not that bad when the weather's nice, but when the weather's bad, ice and snow, it just makes it a lot tougher. And you get frozen chunks of hay in it. But we'll get these hay rings on these bales. We'll go down and check their water. But this is where the calves water out of this big pond. It's low right now, probably 3 feet low. Really do like the fence line weaning. It has worked out really well. And the other thing we like to do is we like to wean our calves by the calendar, the Farmer's Almanac calendar. And whenever the sign shows for it to be in the legs or the feet going down, it seems to work the best. You don't want it in the head or the bowels, I think is how it's marked on the calendar. But if you haven't tried that when you're weaning calves, give that a try sometime. It seems to work pretty good for us. This is the pond that the cows drink out of down here on the south end. It's pretty low, as you can see, but they can still get a drink. We've had a major drought last summer, but you can see how far down this pond is. The water line is supposed to be way high, but it's got a little skim of ice over it, but it's nothing. The cow can't stick its foot through and get a drink. So yesterday, when the bad weather come in, we come down here in the morning. Megan and I were choring down here, and we seen this cow that she had twins, 3 to 5 weeks early. Supposed to calve here with these spring cows in February, middle of February. But she had two calves. She had twins, and they didn't make it. We'll get her number and write it down. this is a calving record that we keep, so I'll get this cow's number and we'll write it down in this. But she's number 528 in the yellow tag, which is the number that I use to tells me how old she is. Her 500 number tells me that she was born in 2015, and she'll stay here and mother that calf for about 3 days before she leaves it. Finally figures out it's not going to follow her off. But we'll write her 528 number down in this book and keep track of it. We have in the past had, you know, a cow or have twins or come up with an extra calf once in a while, and you can actually transplant a calf over on her, but it needs to be done within about 3 days or it's probably not going to happen. So we'll have record of that, and I keep it here in my truck. And once we start calving, we'll write down the cow and the calf number, and we actually try to tag the calves within a day or two of them being born. It helps us keep track of who's calved and who hasn't, and also when we go to save replacement heifers out of our own herd, if they do have a heifer and it's a good cow, we'll have an identification of which ones to keep. And that's always a fun time, is tagging calves. Caleb and I try to do it together. I used to try to do it by myself, but it's once in a while you'll get a cow that gets kind of upset with you messing with her calf, so it can be kind of dangerous sometimes. But the deal with twins, in my opinion, I'd just soon not have twins. I'd just soon every cow have one calf. I know twins are good, you know, for other animals like sheep and goats and things like that, to have twins or triplets. But in cattle, it seems to create a lot of problems. A lot of times, one of them will be way smaller than the other. There'll be a runt between the two of them. Or they'll lose one, and the cow will try to claim the one that's on the ground dead and not paying attention to the one that's alive. You know, the cow has twins and she claims both of them and they both do well. One might be a little bit smaller than the other, but if she's got good milk and she can handle both of them, that's great. But a lot of times what you'll want to do is, if a cow don't have an abundance of milk where she can milk 2 calves to 750 pounds or 700 pounds, whatever your wean weight is that you want to wean them, a lot of times you just pull one off and make a bottle calf out of it. So one of them has opportunity to grow, you know, at full capacity. Hey guys, appreciate you stopping in today. Please subscribe, like, and share. And if you've had some of the same things happen to you with your cows and calves, leave us a comment. We'd sure like to hear how you take care of things, and we'd like to get ideas from other people. So we appreciate you stopping in, and we'll catch you on the next one.